Welcome to another edition of What You Mean News. I'm your amazing host here in Crystal Clear. And how many times have I told you, huh? How many times have I told you that we don't have magic anymore? Now, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. We used to have magic. But think about it, sweetheart. If this is Prison Planet, do you honestly think that they will let the prisoners have power? You are insane, and that's wow. That's why they created that Bible to trick you into believing in something. Because if you knew the truth, you would ex-nay on the oos-nay of the live a, of life a, dead say. So, no, you would get the fuck out of here, and they know it. So they got to give you something to believe in. And with that being said, they give you false idols. They give you false prophets. They give you false gods of tyrannies. They give you everything but anything that is righteous and holy and filled with Christ. Okay, Christ consciousness, that is. Sophia Christos. They refuse to give you Sophia Christos, which is wisdom of Christ. Okay? And when that happens, you got to activate the magic within yourself. That's why God said, for the temple of God resides within you, so then therefore you are gods. Okay? And if they have 9 billion gods running around here, they won't have no power, and they know that, okay? So they took your magic away. We used to have magic, yes. And then we used to have telepathy. We used to talk to each other with our minds. We didn't have to use semantics, which is languages. That's why the JOOS using the word anti-Semitic incorrectly. I've never seen a more wrong usage of an adjective or a pronoun or a verb or I've never seen a such, besides demure. Y'all are using that word wrong. Y'all using anti-Semitic wrong, and y'all are using the word demure wrong. Okay? Y'all are using it in the wrong tense. It doesn't mean what you think it means. And it's spreading like wildfire. Okay? Because semantic is language. That's like saying stop speaking language. Okay, stop speaking language. It has to be a nationality. And semantics is not a nationality. Now, it is Ethiopian, Akkadian, Arabian, melanated people languages. That's what the word semantics mean. So, yeah, the fact that you are letting the Slavics, Ashkenazi, the fakes, synagogues of Satan fool you is insane. It's insane. But anywho, listen here, I told you. We did not have any magic. They took our magic away from us. Now, this is why you have to activate the God within you. Activate your DNA and bring your magic back. Now, the New World Order Illuminati card game is right on time. Remember the woman who said that? Remember all the women who said they were witches and they were going to do spell work on Donald Trump for him not to win? Well, presidents are selected. Okay, not elected. So all these people thinking they're doing magic on Kamala or Donald Trump are frauds, and they are fake because everything is already selected and not elected. What it really means was when you do election or voting, since presidents are selected and not elected, what they're doing is when you go and vote, you're giving your consent to sell your soul. You're saying, okay, for 4 years, this demon or this king of hell or this duke of hell or this prince of hell or this king of hell is going to have my soul. And I have to do what he asks of me, of what this political party asks of me. That political party is your demonic affiliation. That's your satanic right and cult. You know that, right? That's all right. I'm going to break it down to you. Okay, wake up. Got a little bit of little makeup. You wanted to. Yeah, you got to wake up. No, but this is hell. This is hell. And when you say, hey, I want to serve this master, that's what it means when you go to the ballot, the dominion. That's why it's called the dominion. That's why they cast a ballot. That's casting a spell. So you're casting a ballot to the dominion. Isn't the voting machine called a dominion? See, you're not catching on to all this fucking witchcraft they're throwing at your ass. They're casting ballots, ball, and dominion. Wow. Yeah. The thing that takes the ballots is the dominion, right? This shit is sick. And presidents are fallen angels. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to fucking show you. And this is why we used to have Magick, but we don't know more because the fallen angels. And if you think about it, the 200 congressional seats is 200 congressional seats. How many fallen angels are missing from heaven? 200. 200. That's why our government never gets better no matter who you put in that seat. No matter who. And then the Democrats, see, the thing is, the Democrats and the Republicans are both the KKK party combined, but they just got to beefing between each other and they separated. Everybody who's a free national is supposed to be a republic. Politics is supposed to be one nation under God. And I don't know who needs to tell y'all this. Yes, the fuck I do. It's me. Let me go ahead and tell you this. You're not supposed to split parties. That's why the Democrats and the Republicans been beefing like they were, because you're not supposed to split parties. And they fucking know that because it's supposed to be one nation under God. One democracy. Okay? One republic. Okay? They know this. We all know this. And the fact that you guys are having separate political parties for separate belief when humans are one entity, no matter what they believe in, they're taken care of because it's the human right to do. You can't tell that human what to do, what to wear, what to dress, how to eat, but you can't push your beliefs on us. And then you can't keep killing your babies in your stomach. And then you can't keep killing people. It's just certain things you can't do. It's the universal law. Okay, let's be honest. The human body must have boundaries. We must have respect and dignity about ourselves. So we just can't keep doing things like abortion, or we can't murder people just because we don't want them to be here no more. We can't murder people because we were reckless having sex and we laid down with the wrong person. We can't keep murdering. We can't keep murdering people like that. We just can't. We can't. It's wrong. It's wrong. If you can't abort your child at any age after they're born, 9 months later, you can't do it the day they start their seed. Day one, your child is human. Day one, your child is alive. The moment you conceive, the baby is alive. It's murder. And it's child worship and sacrifice to Moloch, who is still alive and well. And a lot of y'all are worshiping him. And then every 4 years, when you pick a new fallen angel to lead you in your time of hell, why do you think they were cutting off babies' genitalia this last past 4 years? I got to find out what demon Biden is, because that was crazy. They're really letting, and this entity lets the children cut their genitalias off. So you know it's an evil demonic forces in this politic game. Big time. Because we really, as adults, did not kick Biden out for letting children chop their genitalia off. Baby, we supposed to jump him in. Do you hear me? We supposed to jump him into his casket, baby. Absolutely. That was supposed to get done. It was supposed to get... We literally, as adults, had our government using tax money to let these children chop off their genitalia. We should be ashamed. We should be ashamed. And the parents that let them do it, oh, you need to be executed right along with them. Yes, sir. Immediately, expeditiously. Yes. Right now. Right here and right now. Because you are demonic entities with no souls. Why would you let a child chop off their genitalia, but they can't vote? They can't drive a car. They can't buy cigarettes. They can't be enlisted in war. They're not even considered an adult. They can't even stay at home alone by themselves, but you're going to let them cut off their genitalias? To say they are another gender that they are not? Oh, no. Okay, so the fallen angels, which are also known as demons, and angels, archangels, are also demons as well. These groups literally are supposed to be the overseers of the humans of earth. Okay, so that with that being said, they fucked up so bad, and they are being presidents. These fallen angels are taking processions of being presidents in this world. And I've called this before. Every 4 years, we get a different we get a different overlord. And when that overlord comes in, he puts his belief on us. The last overlord was gay as fuck. He loved rainbows. He loves pink and blue, the tranny thing. They was Baphomet. That was Baphomet. Biden is Baphomet. Oh my God. Biden was Baphomet, transgender God. Then Trump is Barbus, the fifth high-ranking demon in hell, in the hierarchy. He's President Marbus. He's the great lion. Let me show you. Come here. So if you haven't caught on, God is not here. God does not exist on this realm because he casted the fucking fallen angels out to this fucking realm. He said, do not come back. I'm not coming down and you can't come up. Okay? Now, not to mention, Jesus said in the secret book of James that guess what? Guess what he said? He said, no one can get into heaven. No one. Hold on. All right.
And it was also revealed for you. I sent you another me to send you a secret book.
I think it was 9. Hold on. One second. Oh, here it is. Okay. So in the secret book of James, Jesus literally tell Peter to James. Jesus appears to Peter and James, and the 12 disciples were all sitting together, recalling what the Savior had said to each of them, whether in a hidden or open manner, and organizing in it book. I was writing what is in my book. Look, the Savior appeared after he had left us. Why were we watching for him? He said 550 days after he rose from the dead, we said to him, did you depart and leave us? Jesus said, no, but I shall return to the place from which I came. If you want to come with me, come. They all answered and said, if you order us, we'll come. He said, I will tell you the truth. No one will ever enter heaven's kingdom because I ordered it, but rather because you yourselves are filled. Leave James and Peter to me that I may fill them. When he called the two of them, he took them aside and commanded them to rest, to keep doing what they were doing. The Savior said, you have been favored through the Father to their books as if they understood, but be careful. They have done their work without really understanding. They have listened like fools, people, and they have not understood. You do not want to be filled. Your hearts are drunk. You want to be sober. You ought to be ashamed. From now on, awake or sleep, or remember that you have seen the Son of Humanity and have spoken with him and have listened to him. Woe to those who have seen the Son of Humanity. Now, Jesus even admits, he said, no, I did not die on the cross. He said, man, what happened to you after you rose from the dead? He said, did you depart and leave us? Did you die and get the fuck up out of here, nigga? He said, no, I just went to a secret location. Witness protection. And he said, if y'all want to come with me, you can. He said, that got crazy, didn't it? He said, what a time we had last night. Nigga, they try to crucify me. I had to get the fuck up out of there. It's what he said. That's why sin still fucking exists. That's why crime still fucking exists. Listen here. If Jesus died for your sins, there would be no such thing as murder. Because why? Sins are paid for. There's no such thing. All the sins have been eradicated. So human nature would be natural nature. You can't get in trouble for being your fucking self. Now, could you? Because someone paid the price for your imperfections. And what makes a human imperfected? The 7 deadly sins. Gluttony, lust, pride, greed. Okay? What's the other one? What's the other one? Vanity. All the things that make you mortal. So how can all the fucking things that make you mortal make you a lesser being who is sub-zero, subpar to God himself? But you are made in his image. God gives you a contradiction. Either they're made in your image or they're not in your image. So are you saying that not only are we trash, but you're trash? Oh, wow. This is a lot to take in. God, make up your mind. Because if we're a fuck up, then that means you're a fuck up too. And then if we're gay, that means you're gay too. And then if we're homosexual, if we're heterosexual, that means you're heterosexual too. What is it, God? If we are made in your image, what can it be? And then if somebody happens to be a pedophile, then that means what? God is a pedophile too. And then God, why did you even create pedophilia? At what point is that a character trait that needs to be had? Make it make sense. And I know, I get it with the balance of life, chaos, darkness, all that shit. You don't need pedophilia as a life lesson. You just don't. Miss me with that bullshit. So, now that you know that Jesus is not who you say he is, and if you wonder why, you know, all the Christians say, Jesus is king, Jesus is king. And I was like, no, he can't be king. Where is he? He's not, you know, he's not around here. In order for you to be a king, you have to be actually sitting on the throne. Well, going through my books, favorite book is the Encyclopedia of Demonology. And while I'm reading the Encyclopedia of Demonology, it states that all the fallen angels are either high-ranking kings, queens, princes, dukes, and presidents. Presidents. I said, skirt, hold on. We have a president every 4 years. Skirt, hold on. Yeah. Jesus is the Antichrist. That's why his ministry is so fucking big. And that's why so many people are wanting to be Christians. And they are the worst Christians I've ever seen in my life. No one has achieved Christ consciousness in Christianity. And they keep sinning to come high heaven. And then they just won't change their life. But they'll keep going to church on Sunday pretending that they do. It's the weirdest shit. You're not committed to your God. It's crazy. Nor do they keep his commandments in their hearts. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So with that being said, my friend, we have no magic because they put the net static fence. Okay, let me pull this up. All right. They got the blanket up. A frequency static fences. The planet has been surrounded by artificial machinery that prevents access to certain higher forces, higher frequencies, and maintains the collective mind control through a controller frequency fence. These frequency fences are the mind control fields that propagate and feed into the anti-life structures that power the imposter spirit entities and their Anubian black heart circulatory systems. They have impaired and controlled human consciousness and evolution for thousands of years. Now, the frequency fences are used to unplug the DNA codes and block the high frequencies from the Earth population, which can be manipulated to control the perception as well as what an individual can experience through their 5 basic human senses, meaning that the government can literally control what you experience and your perception. Because of this net static field that they put this blanket, they put this scrambler over the earth. That's why they always show you these pictures. Let me show you. right. Ley lines. At every ley line, you see this right here? This is a ley line. These are the earth chakras. These are the portals. These are the stargates. And every angel, there's an angel, a fallen angel or a demon that sits at these ley lines, earth portals. And either they're blocked or they're guarding them or they're controlling them. But this is how you get in and out of this dimension, is through these stargates and ley lines, and they know it. That's why the 7 wonders of the world is what it is. The 7 wonders of the world is the stargates. That's why the movie with Kurt Russell, one of my favorite movies in the world, besides Tombstone, the movie Stargate is real. The government has had this technology forever. And if you're not paying attention to all these movies, they're telling you the truth in your face. Okay? Stargate, a science fiction action adventure film directed and co-written by Roland Emmerich, German. The film, its first entry in the Stargate media franchise, stars Kurt Russell, James Spader, Jay Davidson, Alexis Cruz, Emilia Vital, and Vivica Glenforce. The plot centers the titular Stargate, an ancient ring-shaped device that creates a wormhole. Wormholes are portals, vortexes, gateways, ley lines, chakra points, openings of the earth. What do you think? Remember the Bermuda Triangle? Remember how they kept rambling on about the Bermuda Triangle? Well, nobody goes missing from the Bermuda Triangle anymore as of late, you know? Why nobody ever go missing from the Bermuda Triangle anymore? So these wormholes, which are a hypothetical structure connecting the disparate points of space and time. And it can be visualized as a tunnel with 2 ends. That's why when people talk to you, they say, you got to have tunnel vision. You got to have tunnel vision. It can be visualized as a tunnel with 2 ends at separate points of space and time. Wormholes are based on a special solution of the Einstein field equation, specifically that they are transcendental bijection of space and time. Stargate is where they were porting each other back and forth in timelines. They were hopping timelines. They were jumping timelines. And also like the movie Out of Time with Justin Timberlake. It's a lot of movies where they were jumping timelines. That's Out of Time. And give me the one with Justin Timberlake. In Time. The movie In Time. Yes. This movie In Time, where they literally were buying time and jumping through the fucking timeline loops. Yep. American science fiction action film, written, produced, and directed by Andrew Nicole. Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried starred as inhabitants of a society that uses time from one's lifespan as its primary currency, with each individual possessing a clock on their arm that counts down how long they have to live. Okay? This is a great movie where they are literally jumping timelines. Pay attention. We can jump timelines too, and they know it. And Stargate literally ports you in and out of different dimensions too. And I guess it's like a parallel universe as well. Like Injustice, the game Injustice talked about the parallel universe, and that's just a wormhole. Okay. So go ahead and let me show you this. So when we intend to raise our conscious frequency, and embody higher levels of spiritual identity, this raises our fundamental light body frequency and shifts us out to the range of the frequency fence transmission and variety of the bioneurological blockages. This is why Elon Musk is creating Neuralink, because he wants to tap into your bioneurological pathways so they can control your mind. They're already controlling your perception. By putting the blanket over you, they're scrambling our signals. That's why we can't get cell phone signal right now. Nobody can get good cell phone signal. And we literally live next to the fucking towers, and ain't nobody got a fucking bar. How weird is this? And it's a tower in every town. Get the fuck out of here. So this is why the government is investing so much money into nanotechnology particle science and medicine. So nanotechnology has many applications being tested covertly and used to control the human population in a psychotronic warfare of mind control methods, and also to track down people and to know what they are thinking. This is a type of military alien technology used for artificial intelligence networks for brain mapping. Okay. And this is where Elon Musk comes in with Neuralink. They're going to link up to your brain, and tap into your neural waves with the nanotechnology psychotronic warfare. Okay. Nanotechnology weapons such as Morgellons are self-replicating hollow fibers that are designed to read out the light fingerprint code of the DNA of the person infected with the alien implants. So technology transform it to a signal that is detectable to be tracked, tested, and harvested. And it appears to be self-assembly nanobot technology related to transhumanist agenda of the archons for the artificial light harvesting. The bi-wave architecture of the Unity intelligence is the access into the 0 point field. Now, the 0 point field is where God, you, everything is one. Okay, that is everything is the gender, the law of one. Okay, the law of one is where we're all one. We're all interconnected. We all started at the God's gravity 0 point. Zero. Then, the first number is not 1. The first number is 0. The last number is 9. There's no such thing as 10 because it's a binary system and the world runs off numbers. Okay. And so that's why it's the 0 point field of consciousness where everything came from. It's the nebula. It's the Andromeda. Okay. It's the shit that all these science shows talks about. It's the eye of God. It's the eye of Sauron. Okay. 0 point God matrix field, the source of our genesis, the central point of union within our universe, projects itself through the cosmic trinity, which acts as the threefold founder flame of the 13th dimension, the 14th dimension, and the 15th dimension rays of the mother arc, father arc, Christed child. That's why it can't be no Holy Spirit, Holy Father, and the Christ conscious child, because it doesn't make sense. God is the 0 point God matrix field, which is the mother arc, father arc, and the Christ conscious child. You are the Christ. You are Christ. And since the mother and the father, the woman and the man is God, they created the Christ conscious child. It all comes back to one. Zero, the 0 point God matrix. Okay? The central point of this union within our universe is that non-polarized. It has neither an electrical or magnetic spin charge. It is balance of both unified into a neutral field. The guardians from the other next universal system are a part of the consciousness teams that have been working to repair the planetary grid networks and the ley line grid structure by overriding the reversal codes of this planet that feed the bi-wave influences. Okay. That's why the Schumann resonance be off sometime, because they're putting too much energy and the frequencies are too high. So sometimes you're acting erratic. Sometimes you're not acting like yourself. It's because the frequencies are turned too high. These are the bi-wave influences. These are the planetary grid networks. These are the frequencies that they keep pumping into the fucking air when they keep opening and closing these ley lines. Now, the ley lines are the meridian axonal lines of the grid system that conducts and transmit frequencies throughout our bodies and the planet. When you feel like the earth energy is off, bitch, you are not lying. Believe yourself, because you are connected through the 0 gravity point of everything. Meaning you can feel everything under your fucking feet, because we're on a grid. We are on a literal holographic template, okay, that transmit frequencies through our bodies. That's why we can't wear rubber shoes. We're not supposed to wear rubber shoes. That's why you're supposed to go outside and ground yourself into the grass, because the earth energy has ions in it. It has positive and negative ions in it. And if you're feeling negative, if you have a lot of negative ions in your body that are negatively charged, guess what the earth is going to do? The earth is going to balance you out. That's why they tell your ass to go hug a tree. Yes, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Yep. Fresh paint job. My bad. Listen. That's how good you feel when you go outside and you start grounding and you give the earth your energy, your woes, and your burdens. Okay? It pulls the bad ions out of your body, and it gives you the positive ions in your body. because there are frequencies coming up from the earth. Okay? It's also called Schumann resonance. Let's pull this up. All right. The Schumann resonance are a set of spectrum peaks in the extremely low frequency portion. Okay. Extremely low frequency, ELF, which stands for, is the ITU designation for electromagnetic radiation with frequencies from 3 to 30 hertz and corresponds with wavelengths of 100,000 to 10,000 kilometers respectively. Now, I told you that humans are electromagnetic beings, right? You are an electromagnetic being and you get frequencies in and out of you transmitted. So the Schumann resonance is a global electromagnetic resonance generated by and excited by lightning discharges in the cavity formed by the Earth's surface of the ionosphere. Remember, I just told you, you have positive and negative ions in your body and on the outside of the Earth, on the inside of the Earth, all around you is protons, electrons, and neutrons. And sometimes you can get too many of the negative in your body. Sometimes you can get too many of the positive in your body. So you have to balance out and become neutral. This is what chemistry is all about. You're a biochemical being. You have biology. This is why science is very important to you, all kinds of science. So the ionosphere is the ionized part of the upper atmosphere of Earth from about 48 kilometers to 965 kilometers above sea level. A region that includes the thermosphere and the region that includes the mesosphere, the exosphere, and the ionosphere, and is ionized by solar radiation. And it plays an important role in the atmosphere that we all live in. Okay, that's why sometimes when the storm is coming, you can feel it because that intense pressure come in from the what? Thermosphere. And you can just feel it just building up, building up. That's why you can feel humidity. That's why you can feel heat. That's why you can feel the wind. That's why you can feel when a cold breeze come in, because the thermosphere, mesosphere, exosphere, ionosphere, your atmosphere, it's all around you. Okay, it's bigger than you. You are in a galaxy. That's why these fools, these fallen angels are fighting as above, so below, this war, this galactic battle with the archangels. Okay, this shit is bigger than you and you're just caught in between of it. So the Schumann resonance occurs between the space resonance occurs because the space between the surface of the Earth and the conductive ionosphere acts as a closed, although variable size waveguide. Remember, everything is sin waves. Everything is frequencies. We're all frequencies. So the limited dimensions of the Earth causes the waveguide to act as a resonant cavity for electromagnetic waves. And in the extremely low frequency band, the cavity is naturally excited by electrical currents and lightning. Okay? That's why you can't have all types of frequency coming to you. And that's why all the variants all right. You see here, we have variants. And that's why you can't rename the variants, because they have a frequency. They already have a name. Let me show you this one. See that? You see that when I put in a frequency? I can't say much. They'll take this. If I put that frequency in, that's why they can't say, hey, it's that. Because his real name is a sequence. It's a frequency. So they lying to you. They're renaming this number. They can't do that because it already has a name. That's like if I have a kid and then you come kidnap my child and you rename my child, you can't rename my child because legally my child already has a name. Okay? So they identify which frequency they're sending out. So they label it. They're sending this frequency out to you. That's why nobody can never make you sick, because they're pumping out frequencies to the electromagnetic beings. Okay? Now, that's why you know why Bill Gates said the second wave, because everything is in sin wave. Hold on, let me show you. And you got to pay attention to the words that they say. we are all sin wave. A sin wave is a smooth periodic oscillation that represents the graph of sin function, which is fundamental in trigonometry. And we already live in a holograph, and in the holograph, it's like A to B. One straight line here and one line there. Okay, that's why we live in a parallel universe as well. So it's basically one frequency. We're all on one frequency, but we have to vibrate so high that the frequency cannot be low. If the frequency is low, then we're going to be in what? In hell. We're going to be evil. We're going to be everything. Let me go ahead and pull this up. The conscious spectrum. All right. This is why you cannot let anybody bring your frequency down, because the enlightenment frequency hertz you got to be on is 700 to 1,000 hertz. Okay. This is why binaural frequencies is very, very important. And this is why, hold on, let me show you. This is what they use to mock people with. Can't say much, but see this? Red is never supposed to be up top. Never, 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 never. Because this is why. Consciousness. You're not supposed to flip it. Enlightenment is purple. That's why in the rainbows, a real rainbow, purple will always be at the top because it's Christ consciousness. It's the omega, the end. The end. Alpha is at the beginning. Omega is at the end. That's why it's very understanding. That's why it's very important that you understand color magic. These fools is working color magic on you. The colors, purple, all the way down to red, is literally where your frequencies are supposed to stay. So the enlightenment phase is 700 to 1,000. Peace is 600. Joy is 540. Love is 500. Reason is 400 frequency. Acceptance is 300 frequency. Willingness is 310 frequency. Neutrality is 250 frequency. Courage is 200 hertz of frequency. Pride is 175 of frequency. Anger is 150. And see, the lower your frequency drops, it's the levels of consciousness. Your consciousness drops. You see how it's flipped? This chart is never supposed to be flipped. No rainbow is supposed to start with a fucking red. Okay? This is where you're dropping your awareness. And they know this is called the map of consciousness. It never is supposed to drop below 100. Okay? Because anger is 150, desire is 125, fear is 100. Fear is literally the predominant emotional state of anxiety, and it's the view of life is going to be frightening. And the punitive God view, the God view is going to be punitive. And the process is going to be you withdrawing from life all the fucking time. This is the survival paradigm. And up here, when you are operating at a high frequency of 1,000 hertz, your spiritual paradigm is going on. When you are at the enlightenment level, you have the energy of a 700 to 1,000 hertz. Okay? And your predominant emotional state is ineffable. This is how you reach nirvana, people. I'm telling you how to reach nirvana. Raise your frequency so you can rise above this goddamn bullshit, okay? That's why nothing is supposed, that red bullshit, you don't want nothing in the red. You don't want, red is grief, apathy, guilt, and shame. All operating out of a 75 frequency, 50 frequency, 30 frequency, and a 20 frequency. Grief is the predominant emotional state of regret, and your view of life is going to be tragic, and your God view is going to be disdainful, and your process is going to be despondency. Okay? Down here, when you get to the guilt process, you're operating out of a 30 megahertz frequency. Your emotional state is going to be blaming people, and your view of life is going to be evil, and your God view is going to be vindictive, and you're going to become destructive. This is very fucking important information you need to know about frequencies and how you tap into your God self and how you reach nirvana. Okay? So that's why frequencies are very fucking important. Okay? Now, Oh no, did I get that one out of there? I did. Let me bring that back. That's why when the energy get crazy sometime, you know that they're turning the frequencies too high, okay? So, in the bi-wave architecture of the 0-point field, which is the consciousness field, that how you must attain true Christ consciousness, how you must reach your higher self, okay? Your central point of union within our universe and with the non-polar universe. Now, you got to balance yourself out. And the guardians who are in this world are going to help you. That's why you have the spiritual guide and all that stuff that's supposed to come to your aid and supposed to help you. But none of these guys have came to our aid. They just keep shitting on us. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Well, why they haven't came to our aid is because they threw this blanket on here and we don't have any more magic. Our magic don't reach our ancestors anymore. Our magic doesn't reach what constellations we are from anymore because they threw that net static field on us. That's why we can't even get good phone service, because they got that block on us. You see, the planet has been surrounded by artificial machinery that prevents access to certain higher forces and higher frequencies and maintains the collective mind control through the controller frequency fence. That's why our prayers are not being answered. They threw a blanket over this world. And remember, we used to be telepathic. We didn't need words. We used to tell our home base, our constellation, our higher self, hey, go get me all this money and bring it back to me and put it in my account. And we used to could do that with our minds, but now we can't because they threw that blanket over us, okay? And they took our magic. They took our magic away so much so that I tried to tell y'all, I said, hey, we don't have magic anymore. And then a lot of the witches who was doing this election stuff, presidents are selected, not elected. The witches were saying they were going to put magic on Donald Trump for him not to win. Sorry, sweetheart, you can't do that. He's a fallen angel. He is President Barbus. He is the 5th high-ranking hierarchy fallen angel demon known as the Great Lion. You're playing with a fallen angel. No witch in the world has more power than a fucking fallen angel. You are out of your mind. The Illuminati New World Order card says the magic goes away. I tried to tell you we don't have magic anymore. We had it, but since they put that blanket up, they scrambled the signal. We don't have it. We can't reach our ancestors. We can't reach home base. We can't phone home, Wheezy. We cannot go home, E.T. Now, it says magic devices have stopped working. Nobody knows why. No magic resources have any effect while this new world order is in play. All magic groups have their power reduced by 1. Magic resources and groups still count normally for all goals. Since all of the Illuminati use magic to some extent, their powers are also reduced. All Illuminati loses their automatic takeover powers. Their phase of their turn is over. This card replaces any red New World Order card in play. I tried to tell you. Why you think they put Donald Trump in the goddamn Illuminati card game from 1979? That's impossible. That means they already knew he was selected, not elected, who was going to be president in 2024. Now, all right. When we look at Marbus, the 69 demons that can be summoned that Solomon was playing with, you need to know, are literally either kings, dukes, or presidents. Okay? Here he is, President Barbus, and the lesser king of Solomon. And Donald Trump calls himself the Great Lion. Please wake the fuck up. This is getting out of hand. I appreciate it if you would really pay attention to what's going on here. And this is no joke. This is not a joke. He is known as the Great Lion. When you look up all the demons and identify who is who, if Donald Trump keeps saying he's the Great Lion, guess what? Guess what demon is a lion? Mardbus. Demon Mardbus, also known as Barbus, is a grand entity in the realm of the supernatural known as the fifth president of hell. Demon Mardbus holds dominion over 36 legions of demons, and Demon Mardbus is traditionally depicted as a powerful lion, but can transform himself into a human at will. This transformative aspect of Demon Mardbus is deeply symbolic, representing the dualism of his attributes, both as a wise leader and a ferocious protector. Demon Mardbus is often associated with healing powers and the revelation of hidden secrets, and he has the ability to uncover information, bringing it to the surface from the most concealed sources. Known as the bringer of truth, Demon Barbus is believed to grant a profound understanding of mechanics, craftsmanship, enabling those under his influence to master various skills of practice. The demon also possesses a great understanding of disease and illnesses, making him a unique figure in the realm of demonology. He can manipulate sickness, either inflicting it or curing it, showcasing his dominion over his life vulnerabilities. The powerful dualism embodied by the demon Marbus between the roles of tormentor and healer makes him a highly intriguing figure for those exploring the enigmatic world of demons. Stop playing. Donald Trump is the father of vaccines. He's the father of the jab. It just said either they can bring life or they can take life. What do you not understand about that? Huh? Anyway, he has command over diseases. Demon Mardbus holds his commands over diseases. He has the ability to both inflict and cure diseases. And he even said, now, they'll tell you much, but they won't tell you this and they won't tell you that. But I push for the jabby jab to be made. Now, the FDA didn't like me to do it, but I did it anyway. Are we forgetting that whole thing he did? We can't be forgetting that one. Yeah, your boy said that. He was the father of the jabby jab. But you don't care, do you? You don't care about that. You know how many people are going to get taken out by that biochemical? Interesting.
Very importantly, there are some people that say my greatest achievement was getting the vaccine, because the vaccine was said to take 3 to 5 years, and most people said it wasn't going to happen. And whether it's Dr. Fauci or anybody else, they all thought it was going to take a long time. And we had a possibility of having a 1917 Spanish flu result where perhaps 100 million people would die. Holy! And I also... And you probably heard me say this at least a little bit. Don't say it too much. But we made maybe one of the best bets in history, because we bought billions and billions of dollars worth of the vaccine by saving time, long prior to knowing whether or not it was going to work. Now, I had an idea it was going to work. I'd meet with the drug companies. I put tremendous pressure on the FDA. If you interview them, they will tell you we don't like him. But if they liked me, it would have been 3 years, 5 years, and probably, I think very importantly, there are some people that say my greatest achievement was getting the vaccine.
Y'all blame. I'm sorry, it's time for me to go to bed. So y'all really blame Biden for what Trump did? I mean, I hate both of them equally. And both of them need to stand trial for both of what they've done. But are we for real doing this? Trump started it. He's going to finish it. Oh my God. Then I figured out why people kept calling Jesus King. I said, that doesn't make any sense. Why do they keep calling Jesus King? Well, in the Grimoire, in all Grimoires, The fallen angels are literally, okay? Sorry, honey, it's time to go to bed. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, when you look up all the demons, look look here. You have King Baal. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand what the word Lord means. Lord means Baal. Why? Lord is literally in the Bible like 72 times or some shit. Yeah, Lord means Baal. Y'all are worshiping the wrong God. Y'all are literally, yep, Baal is a title or honorific meaning owner or lord in the Northwest Semitic languages spoken in the Levant during antiquity. Yeah, you're worshiping Baal. Does that not bother y'all? Anyway. It is my bedtime. I gotta go. I'm about to wrap this up. So the demons, the 69 demons of hell, baby, they are kings, dukes, and presidents. You got King Baal. You got Duke Agares, President Barbas. President Barbas, remember, is Trump. Don't forget, it is Trump. When we look at his fucking picture, yep, the great president of hell. He is the great president of hell. And when you pull up his pictures, he's a lion. Okay? And then when you pull up Donald Trump's campaign, Donald Trump calls himself the Great Lion. Oh my goodness. So these are just demons, okay? Yep. Trump 24, the lion. The Patriot Party. Yo, they really put the lion as their fucking symbol. What more proof do you fucking need for these demons right here, buddy? I mean, what more proof do you need? Anywho, so the 69 demons are kings, duke, presidents, and marquises and queens. Queen Elizabeth, that's a demon. King Charles, that's a demon. Any of these high-ranking royalties, the elites with all these princes, kings, dukes, marquises, and presidents, that means they're demons. We have Prince and Duke Prufalas, Marquis Almon, Duke and Count Barbatos, President Bar, Duke Goyasin. All of these are demons. See, Bauer is a spirit that appears in the 16th century Grimoire, where he is described as a great president of hell, having 50 legions of demons under his command. He appears when the sun is in Sagittarius. You know why God wanted to hide astrology from you? Because you would find out who the fuck they are. Your planets. These demons, they're all fallen angels. They're gods, just like you. We're all gods. Some are in a lower position, some are in a higher position, some are in the best position, and some are not in the so best position. That's why you have to remember who you are, activate that shit, and get out there, go whoop their ass, come back, activate us, and then we'll join the fight. It is what it is. But I told you we didn't have any magic because of why? They threw the blanket on there. So there you have it. And that's why they've been saying Jesus is king, because Jesus is a goddamn demon. First king is what? Baal. Demons. These are all demons. Why are demons kings, dukes, and princes of hell, baby? That's interesting. Duke Eligios, Duke Persan, Duke Bitham, Count and President Boltis, who brings pleasure. He brings favor to the humans, and he lets you know past, present, or future. Let me find one you'll know. Astaroth, right there. Astaroth is also known as the Great Duke of Hell in the first hierarchy with Beelzebub and Lucifer. He is part of the evil trinity. He is known to be a male figure, most likely named after the unrelated Eastern star, Astarte. There you have it. President Foras in Demonology is a powerful president of hell, being obeyed by 29 legions of demons. He teaches logic and ethics in all their branches and the virtues of all herbs, precious stone, and can make a man witty, eloquent, invisible, and live long, and can discover treasures and recover them. You see where I'm going with this? President Malthus. President Malthus is a demon who first appears in the book of the Demonica, Demonia. That work of the Lesser Key of Solomon described him as a mighty great president of hell with 40 legions of demons under his command and is second in charge. You better wake up. This is what these presidential terms actually mean. These are demons ruling over us. These are the fallen angels ruling over us. President Ozzy. President Ozzy is a great president of hell, ruling 3 legions of demons. He makes men wise in all liberal sciences and gives true answer concerning divine and secret things. And he also brings insanity to any person the conjurer wishes, making them believe that they are a king wearing a crown. Do you see this? You see this? Why do you think they got the spiritual community walking around saying, hey, king, hey, queen, hey, king, hey, queen? Don't you call me that. I'm a whole goddamn God. Absolutely not. In Demonology, Osei is a great president of hell, ruling 3 legions of demons, 30 to the other authors. And he makes men wise in all liberal sciences and give true answers concerning divine and secret teachings. He also brings insanity to any person who the conjurer wishes, making them believe that they are a king and wearing a crown or a pope. However, his spells only last an hour at a time. Additionally, Ose has the ability to transform people into animals, and the victims of the curse will be unaware that they were turned into animals. Ose is depicted as a leopard that after a while changes into a man. Please wake up. That's why sometimes when you be like, what the fuck just happened to me? Or where the hell was I? Yeah. Sometimes people be casting spells on you and shit, turning you into inanimate objects. Weird. Anywho. That's why these fools keep saying Jesus is king, because Jesus is the anti-fucking Christ. Oh, you gotta love it. All right, I'm gonna get us out of here because I gotta get in bed. But that should do it for the night. What else did I have to give you before I leave? Yeah, the magic goes away. I told you, we don't have any more magic. They took it. Let's see. Oh, let me finish this paragraph out. What happens to a person who's on a spiritual path and they really truly are devoted and they really want to do this ascension work they hit up against the wall at the frequency fence and it shocks them. When it shocks them, they're thinking, what's going on? I thought when I was connecting to God, I would become more at peace. I was going on and I thought when I was connecting to God, I would become more at peace. I would become more at one. I don't understand that I'm hitting a wall, something like a glass ceiling. Every time it's returning karmic dust and karmic exhaust back to me. That's exactly what this net is doing. It's called bipolar field reversal 55 grid. And it's a reversal pattern so that when a being starts to get a certain development of their spiritual light body, their monad, their higher true self, they hit this frequency fence, and the frequency fence sends back karmic exhaust, and the person is basically pummeled to the floor with the miasma waste that has basically been laid upon them. This is what has happened to a lot of starseeds and indigos on this planet that have been attempting to work through these artificial intelligent fields, and most of them that have encountered that have been really confused. They really have not understood what is going on, let alone not feeling too happy about every time you stand up you get hit with targeting of black magic. And every time you try to move into this next level of higher consciousness, there's some machinery electrocuting you, saying to get back into that frequency fence pin because you're not supposed to be out there. It takes a lot to get past the reversal 55 grid field, that how the particular field is generated. There's a particular circuit program that the Guardians call Nephilim reversal grid that has to do with the histories of alien hybridization and intentional genetic splitting, and called the gender reversal. That's why they're doing all this transgender bullcrap, because they know if they reverse the gender, if they let the spirit of confusion come in and reverse the law of gender, which you cannot break. You cannot break the law of gender. When you break the law of gender, it's called spirit reversal, gender reversal, and you fuck the mind, soul, and body up. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. Okay, that's like schizophrenia. That's like inducing schizophrenia. You cannot have that many spirits in your body. Your paternal father is in your body. Your maternal mother is in your body. You cannot add 2 new additional spirits in your body. That's why you can't do that transgender stuff. You can't do it. You cannot do it. That is a demonic possession. And when you let those other genders into that one gendered body, that singular gender body, now you have multiple frequencies in your body. Baby, you're scrambled. You're fried. You're screwed. That's where schizophrenia comes from. Okay? That's where you be hearing them voices from. Okay? Chill out. You cannot keep doing that. You already got the bloodline of your entire family in your body, and now you're about to add 2 new spirits that you don't even know, and they're connected to the sexual demons of lust, Asmodeus. That's a spiritual and demonic possession. Wake the fuck up. Okay? Not to mention with all the radiation frequencies they're hitting you with, the microwave, the Bluetooth. Man, how many times are you on Wi-Fi a day? You got too many frequencies entering that bioengineered electromagnetic body. That's soft tissue. That soft tissue can't keep having frequencies of radiation poisoning hit it, or it will gain cancer. It will gain disease. And diseases are demonic entities and demonic forces. You cannot afford another possession. Shit, you already losing your mind now. It's called alien implants. It's called geoengineering, bioengineering. Stop letting them work on the mind control and impairing the human genetics. Okay? So please note that alien implants sent for mind control and impairing human genetics work in the human body similarly as the chemical process of geoengineering. Geoengineering is a scientifically used term for artificial modification of Earth's climate systems through 2 primary ideologies of solar radiation management and carbon dioxide removal. Okay? Chemtrail. 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 Is causing the illusion. Remember they said, we changed your perception. When we changed the blanket, when we put the net over your eyes. How do you get to the World Wide Web? Don't you got to go through the net force field? Don't you got to use the nanotechnology? You do. You do. You do. All right. So like I said, we are out of magic. We are out of magic. And the fields are being controlled. It's another edition of What You Mean News. I figured out why they call Jesus King, and now we know he's the Antichrist and a demon. Get on out of here. If you need viral reject, please leave the comment VR below, and all orders have been shipped, baby. I'm out. Or viralreject.net. Or if you like what I do here and you want to donate to us to keep us running and going, I got a Cash App, $ Scorpion Goddess 17. The rent is due, baby, if you know what I mean. I love you. Get on out of here. Be good. Put a layer of protection around yourself and pull that radiation out of your body with Viral Reject and go to viralreject.net.